One of 7 Power 5 teams.
If you're a fan of college football, you've probably seen and heard references to FPI over the last several years on numerous ESPN platforms. If you don't already understand what FPI is and how it works, hopefully this will help. The Football Power Index, or FPI, is a rating system developed by ESPN that measures team strength and uses it to forecast game and season results. Though the math behind FPI is complex, the inputs should seem logical to college football fans. To gauge team strength, FPI looks at the previous 4 seasons with the most emphasis on last season. Then it considers how many starters are returning from last year's team on each side of the ball, and a boost is given if the quarterback is one of them. FPI also notes whether the head coach is returning, and it gives minor consideration to the past 4 recruiting classes. All of this combines to produce our preseason FPI ratings. And once the games start, team strength is constantly being refined based on 4 factors. Who did you play? Where did you play them? How close was the game? And what impact did the offense, defense, and special teams each have? Team strength is ultimately represented by a number that shows how many points better or worse that team is than an average one on a neutral field. The real purpose of FPI, however, is not to rank teams. It's to use team strength to assess the likelihood of results throughout the season. Game forecasts are predominantly a product of team strength, but location can also have an impact, as can a disparity in days between games. Using this model for individual game projections, FPI is able to calculate the likelihood of a team winning out or produce season simulations that estimate the chance for a team to win its division, win its conference, or finish with at least a certain number of victories. As you'd expect, schedules, who teams have to play and where they have to play them, are a significant factor in projecting conference and division races. This is not some radical new way of analyzing football. It's the same basic stuff people have been talking about for decades. Each FPI team page on ESPN.com shows many projections, including individual game forecasts. Although you may sometimes hear things like FPI picks Clemson or FPI says Alabama will win, try to remember that FPI is not actually making predictions. It's assigning probabilities. Look at this number. A team given a 75% chance to win by FPI is approximately the same as a 9-point favorite in Vegas. That's solid, but not a lock to win by any stretch. So when you see 75, don't round up to 100 in your head, because 75% is not the same as 100%. It's not even close. In fact, a team with a 75% chance to win, get this, has a 25% chance to lose, much like Ohio State in 2015.
From 41 for the win. Got
it! FPI expected Michigan State to win this matchup 1 time out of 5. And this was it. Over the last 4 seasons, FPI has deemed 643 teams anywhere from a 70 to 80% favorite. And those teams have won 74.5% of the time. That's right where it should be. If 70-something% favorites were winning 90% of the time, the system would clearly be broken. In going back to 2005, the FPI favorite has won 75% of games between FBS teams, which is slightly better than the Vegas favorites have performed in those same games. Like any analyst, FPI occasionally overestimates or underestimates a team's chances. But overall, it's pretty good at doing what it was designed to do.
Now this one, we have these discussions about the FPI all the time. This one I don't understand. I mean,
85 to 15.
Seriously?
And he just bulldozes into the end zone. Dives into the end zone. I mean, this is just getting silly in the box score right now. 56 to 3.
The FPI are some goons, and they some thieves. because they had some information they should have let us know
Yeah,
about.
they knew something we didn't know.